Welcome back. You're watching the Gadgets and Gizmos show with me, Siddharth Sharma. Now, 2014 saw many wearable technology come into the Indian market. And Sony also recently came out with their Smartband compatible with the Sony life logging app. So we thought, why not give you guys a review of this new Smartband from the house of Sony.
The Sony Smartband is a wrist-worn activity tracker that not only monitors your fitness but also logs every other aspect of your life. Literally everything. The Smartband comes in a host of bright colors, but overall it looks like a life-strong band. It's made up of two parts, a rubbery plastic strap and the core, which is essentially a small white pod-like module that slips into the rubber strap and is the brains of the operation. There's a single button to activate the different modes and a row of 3 white LED lights that shine through the casing to indicate the different modes. The core surface is also NFC enabled, so you can tap your smartphone against it to make it easier to establish a connection. The strap and core combined weigh just 21 grams and it's one of the lightest and most comfortable trackers we've owned. Like pretty much every other activity tracker on the market, the Smartband is about tracking movement, and it does this via an accelerometer. The battery lasts for about 4 days on this one. What is slightly more disappointing is the lack of a screen, which means there's a greater reliance on checking your smartphone to know how you're progressing during the day. The LifeLog app that Sony offers with the Smartband is easy to navigate and intuitive. There's varying degrees of success when the Smartband is connected to different Android smartphones. Sony says that the band is compatible with a cluster of Android smartphones, but we couldn't manage that. The most successful compatibility was a Sony device, and that makes it not a standard product but an add-on accessory. With a price tag of 5,990 rupees, sure, it's an exciting proposition as it's light, comfortable and has a waterproof design. But then there are some cons like inaccurate activity tracking, it attracts and traps dust, and most of all, data collected is not very useful. So for now, we would say that just give this wearable a miss.
Now, HTC is one company that is known for making quality smartphones. Look at this. This was the all-new HTC One M8, beautifully crafted smartphone. And now this one has got a younger plastic cousin in the market. This one is known as the HTC One E8. And up next on the show, we get you a review of this new smartphone from the house of HTC. Not long after HTC made the aluminium-clad HTC One M8 public, we started hearing about a lookalike one device that would copy the M8's look and internals, but forego metal altogether and instead opt for a cheaper polycarbonate shell. And it is finally here, the HTC One E8. It features a 5-inch IPS LCD display with 1080 by 1920 pixel screen resolution and a pixel density of 441 ppi, which is average considering the price of the phone. Being the plastic variants of the HTC One M8, the HTC One E8 is made of polycarbonate material. The HTC One M8's brushed metallic unibody look is replaced with a plastic chassis. So the E8 weight is reduced to 145 grams. The HTC One E8 is powered by a superior quad-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 801 Crate 400 processor, clocked at 2.3 GHz. The One E8 houses a solid 2 GB of RAM and runs on Android 4.4.2 KitKat operating system, along with HTC Sense 6.0 UI. The performance is smooth and in no way it lags or experiences hang-ups. The smartphone comes with 16 GB of internal memory and supports micro SD card for expansion up to 128 GB. At the back you get a 13 megapixel rear camera with a LED flash and a good 5 megapixel shooter in the front. The images come out really good, but low light imaging is a bit disappointing. There is a non-removable lithium-ion 2600 mAh battery on the One E8 that lasts easily for a day. HTC One E8 comes at a price tag of Rs 34,990, and that is about 10,000 rupees cheap than the One M8, with the only real difference being the plastic body and the camera on the One E8. That makes it a great value for money smartphone option. And with that, it's time for us to say goodbye on this edition of Gadgets and Gizmos show. If you have any comments, queries or suggestions, tweet us at HLTGizmos. You can also email us on htgg@aajtak.com. We'll see you same time, same place next week. But for all the news and updates, keep watching Headlines Today.